Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. It's Yolanda here from Empowered Parenting, and I am being a little techie today. I am up on my Instagram live and I'm doing my Facebook live at the same time, broadcasting in my group, the Empowered Parents group, as well as Instagram live, which is Empowered Coaching, Empowered Parenting Coaching. Hello, hey Kate, thank you for joining us. How is everybody doing today? How are all of our parents in our group doing today? We've come to 1,700 members on our Facebook group and it's been growing actively and we're so grateful. So I would really absolutely love if you can all share. I have a few parents who come and tell me what they would like me to talk about on my live parenting Q&A. This is your time to get my input, the empowered parenting aspect of how to parent, and it's the empowered parenting style of parenting. Because the reason why you're here is because today we realize that our authoritarian ways of parenting, or the way that we were parented and the parenting styles that were modeled to us, no longer work. So it is time that we took on new ways of parenting and took on new ideas and learned empowering skills for ourselves. Empowered parenting is about giving you the tools to choose new ways to parent and giving you the tools to empower yourself. The reason why we feel triggered, or the approach that we take, is to see how we can be more grounded in ourselves, how we can connect more to our own emotions and connect to the energy, the power that we have in the way we are in our family, to manage that best. Because the best way to change another person's behavior, the only control we ever have, is the control we have over ourselves. So today's topic is, how do we best manage our kids' temper tantrums? Our kids do have tantrums as they're growing up, and as you get teenagers, they've got their own way of expressing tantrums. And you know what, this is valid across the board. So we're looking at tantrums with our terrible 2 ages. We are looking at tantrums right through the age of 5. We are covering tantrums of even our adult kids, because some of us parents do face that as well. So let's just focus on the younger kids, because that's where the majority of the concern is. And how we want to look at this is, I've got a few tips for you. And the first tip really is, we see so many parents trying to just eradicate the issue, and they give their kids what they want. If you're going to give your kids what they want, they are not, they have learned, or you have taught them, that playing out tantrums work. Remember, our kids are not experts at regulating their own emotions yet. They are still learning, especially our younger kids. They find it difficult to regulate their emotions. They haven't tuned into how they can express their emotions as yet. So it's very key that we see that this is them finding it difficult, and we need to model behavior. And how do we model behavior is in the response that we give them to when they tantrum. If we are raising our voice as they raise a tantrum, or if we are losing our cool. So many parents lose their cool when their child is throwing a tantrum. If we are doing that, we are modeling behavior to them. We are teaching them how to react to challenging situations. When we don't get what we want, how do we react? We are teaching them by our own behavior. So the same way we've been modeled, our parents model behaviors to us, and often we can find ourselves acting just like our mom or just like our dad. We are modeling behavior, and our kids are learning from us because we are modeling behavior to our kids. So very important not to give your child what they want when they throw a tantrum. Put in the comment section, tell me, what do you think about this? I am looking at the comment section as well to see what comments are coming through. So make sure that you put in the comment section what your view is about this topic. Just having a look at the comments coming through. Lovely, guys. Thank you so much. Beautiful. So next tip is become the observer. As your child throws out their tantrum, be okay with their tantrum and know that it is their difficulty in regulating their emotions, that you are not at fault, that you are not a bad parent. So important. Oh my God, parents hold so much guilt around when their kids throw tantrum, especially in shopping centers and supermarkets, because kids are not getting what they want. And parents so often feel guilt and feel like they are not a good parent because their child is behaving so badly. Look at the other kids around, they're behaving well. Why can't my child behave well? They bring it upon themselves. It is not about you. Your child is having difficulty in regulating their emotions. All you need to do is to remember not to give them what they want, because you're teaching them what behavior is okay, what behavior gets them their desired result. You need to anticipate the tantrum. I know moms who know that when they go shopping with their child is going to throw out a tantrum. They anticipate the tantrum. They either have a friend or a family member along with them when they go shopping, so they can take a handle of that child, or they have a little pouch. I remember when I used to do that with my kids, I used to have a little pouch with all exciting things the kids hadn't seen, that I had packed this in my bag. I'd have this little pouch with exciting things that they would keep themselves busy with. It might be something they can chew on, something they can do artwork with, a little toy that they haven't seen before. Have a little pack. Anticipate the tantrum. That way you are not reacting from it. That way you are not modeling behavior that you don't want them to model back to you. And in that way, you are not giving them what they are asking for, but you are anticipating their behavior. You are becoming the observer. So this is a big one with empowered parenting, because we are about managing and taking charge of our emotions. So become the observer as you watch your child play out. Be grounded in yourself. Watch the child's behavior and anticipating the tantrum and tuning into what might the inner need be. Could it be that they are tired? Could it be that they haven't slept enough? Could it be that they need to go to the toilet but they're not expressing it? Could it be that they are maybe unwell? What is it? Why is this child finding it difficult to manage their emotions? What can I do to express to them how they can hold space for their emotions? So I'm asking you, can you be okay with the tantrum getting worse before it gets better? That's my question to you. And I want you to ask yourself that question when you feel this behavior, the tantrum, the playing out. Watching what you model back to your child, being conscious about it, not making it about yourself, and ask yourself, can I be okay with the tantrum getting worse before it gets better? When you ask yourself this question, you detach from the problem, you anticipate the child's tantrum, and you are in control of your own self. Of course, very important, make sure your child is in a safe environment. You don't want them hitting themselves against something or hurting themselves. Ensure that they are in a safe environment, and detach, become the observer. Diffuse your emotional reaction. So how do you do that? You connect to yourself. You see, you acknowledge where in your body are you feeling emotion as your child is playing out. Where is this coming from? Is there an underlying fear about you not being a good parent, about you feeling guilt? What is coming up for you within you? Is your child's tantrum bringing up anxiety in you? Are you watching yourself about to react and respond in a way that is not ideal in what you want to model to your child? Be calm. This allows you to stay calm. Often you find people saying, oh, just stay calm. But how do you stay calm? You stay calm by tuning into yourself, checking in. Where do you feel? What's coming up for you? Hold space for your emotions. The only way we can hold space for our child's big emotions that they're finding difficult to regulate is by us holding space for our own emotions, tuning in. Our body holds emotion. There's triggers in our body. You will find that certain thoughts trigger certain emotions. So thoughts relate to emotions. If we are feeling, the thought is a fear-related thought, and it has you're finding yourself getting angry, or fears coming up, or is it disappointment that's coming up? There are ways to know where you manifest it in your body, and I'm happy to do this process with you. Let me know. I will put in the comment section a chat. Book in your parenting problem resolution chat if you want to find out where emotion sits in your body, what kind of emotions are dominant within you. Because as we deal with this emotion, your reaction to your child change, the way you respond to your child starts to change. Because the only person we have ever any control over is not our child, but the only person we ever have any control over is ourselves. And yes, from there, from that space, once we have managed our emotions and controlled our own selves, controlled our own reactions, then guess what? We have the power to control our child's tantrums and our child's reaction. Hello, Nat. Lovely to see you join me. Thank you, honey. And yep, that's what I had to cover for you today. I'm going to summarize it. Anticipate the tantrum, be ready for it, be okay with the tantrum getting worse before it gets better. Become the observer, diffuse your own emotional reaction. Disconnect from the situation. It is not about you. It is your child still learning. Young kids take time to regulate their emotions. Hold space for them. Do not give into what they are asking you for, because if you do, you're training your child that it's okay. Tantrums, raising their voice, acting out, gets them what they want. So they're not going to be listening to whether it's bad or good. For them, it is meeting their need. It is meeting their need for power. It is meeting their need for power over you. It is meeting their need for attention. So be mindful, never ever give in to your child what they're asking for in a tantrum, because that teaches them and trains their mind to act in set ways. Remember that you are modeling behavior by the way you respond to your child. So if you find yourself losing control over your child's tantrum, raising your voice, you are modeling behavior to them. So set a good example. Be calm, and the way to be calm is holding space for yourself before you hold space for your child. So I hope this was helpful for you. I've got heaps more techniques. I've got NLP. I've got techniques that we can use to trick the mind, to get us to calm down while our child plays out. So click on the link to book in a chat if you want to know more. If this is a big issue for you with your child, I'm happy to offer you a free 30-minute assessment to give you some guidelines on how you can support your child. So feel free to do that. And I will see you at my masterclass. If guilt is a big one for you, then my Friday masterclass, coming Friday, not tomorrow, the Friday after. Every fortnight, we run a free masterclass in our group. Coming Friday is our masterclass on guilt, on overcoming guilt, and being the parent that you want to be. Often we find ourselves reacting with so much anger that we catch ourselves and say, was this the parent that I had planned to be? And if your answer is no, then jump on to my masterclass happening on Friday. It is about overcoming guilt and teaching you about guilt and why this is not the best way to be, and how guilt is more detrimental to your child than you ever knew. So do come into that masterclass. Click on the link. There is a link here to register. I will see you shortly. Send me questions if you have questions that you would like me to ask you in following masterclasses. If you are watching this at a later time, put in the comment section. Tell me about your family. Tell me how many kids. Tell me what your current challenge is, and I will cover it in my next live. Or if you can't wait till then, click on my booking link and let's jump on a call and allow me to support you for a free 30-minute chat. See you all. Bye.